1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Yep, Yep, they're oh my god. That's a board state. That's a board state. They're not coming back from that. That is insane. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGD. I forgot how to say my own name. I'm back playing Standard, and many of you have wondered what happened to the Standard videos, and it's really just a matter of being back in the office and getting to see some of the sweet brews coming out of the Pro Tour. Pro Tour Final Fantasy has occurred, and many players, including Simon Nielsen, have played this Golgari Roots deck, and they did get a 60% win rate in the constructed portion of the Pro Tour, showing that this could in fact be a contending deck in the meta. I would hate to say that Crokies is right, but we are definitely going to play this deck and let it speak for itself. So you've seen Insidious Roots. It's been hard at work out here, saying that whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, you make an 0/1 plant and then put a +1/+1 counter on it for each plant you control. And there have been so many ways introduced to Standard to exile cards from your graveyard and trigger this crazy only 2 mana enchantment over and over and over, and you will see many of them at work here in this deck. This is a best of 3 deck. I'll be playing it in best of 1 today, but if you would like a sideboard for you best of 3 gamers, there are the sideboard cards located over here. Let's go over the main deck inclusions. Haywire Might. This is an excellent card to battle against the Omniscience decks and the bane of this deck, really, which is temporary lockdown. Haywire Might will absolutely make sure that those enchantments stay off the board, while also giving you life gain and keeping you alive against decks like Red. Dragon Sniper is a 1/1 vigilance, reach, and death touch, and trades with a lot of things. It is almost the removal spell of the deck since we run so many creatures in this build. 2 Llanowar Elves is kind of wild, but it's because you have an even better mana dork that does more for your deck in Molt Tender. Molt Tender can exile a card from your graveyard to add 1 mana of any color, and exiling that card can trigger roots while making mana that creates other ways to trigger roots. With cards like Rebel Bout Maverick, which can exile from the graveyard to put a counter on target creature. It's a Surveil card. Osteomancer Adept is a 2 mana 2/2 death touch that taps to let you cast creature spells by foraging in addition to their costs, and then they get finality counters. And what's a squirrel without a cash grab? I mean, you can see the variety in the deck. The number of 2-ofs and 1-ofs in the deck is there because you mill through your deck so much that you want the right card at the right time. So cash grab, Dredger's Insight, these are more ways to fill the graveyard and make sure that you have plenty of food for things like your Scavenging Ooze, which is also great against the Omniscience deck. Great way of attacking graveyard hate. And then Agatha's Soul Cauldron, another piece of graveyard hate that also dishes out some of the sweet abilities on your cards. Going up to a Kotal Scavenger, a raccoon that does an Eternal Witness impression because your graveyard is very full. Tyvar Jubilant Brawler is an important part of the Roots combo, letting you tap your tokens for mana the moment that you create them because of its static ability. And then you can use that to create even more mana and make an even bigger army. You will see it in action in the video. Trust me, it gets convoluted and a little crazy, but the board states we can create are wild. Overlord of the Baelmark, just another busted mythic out of Duskmourn in the Overlord cycle. Fill that graveyard and get back exactly the creature or planeswalker like Tyvar that you need. And Disruptive Stormbrood is a removal spell that hits a lot of different permanent types and cheap creatures that we can retrieve with the Overlord of the Baelmark, which is a pretty big deal. I was surprised how often that came up in this video. So the deck in general, if you haven't seen a Roots deck in action, I've got some older videos on the channel, but this one definitely has a different flow to it, mostly because of the additions of Molt Tender. So if you want to see how Roots has come and how much damage it does in this meta when designed by a pro, I think you'll really enjoy this video. I look forward to showing you what it can do. Let's dive in and let the nonsense begin. Today's video is sponsored by HelixSleep.com. Want to know how I stay young looking even though I'm a magic boomer? I always tell people the secret is that I actually get a lot of sleep. But that wasn't always the case. Helix mattress absolutely changed the way that I sleep at night. Warm nights in the summer can get sweatier than a best of 3 match with Mono Red, but I stay cool thanks to the Glaciotex cooling pillow top on my Helix sleep mattress. It's cool enough that it can fit my dog Emmy, my cat Maya, my other cat Lupin, my wife, sometimes even me, without us all sweating to death. Instead of tossing, turning, and getting up 3 to 4 times an evening to go check my arena rank, I now sleep the whole night through. Helix makes premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your needs and are shipped right to your front door. The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses to choose from, and Helix recently launched a variety of mattress toppers as well. Helix offers a sleep solution for just about everyone. Guys, I do a lot of funny stuff on the channel, but I'm not messing around when I say that this is the softest, most comfortable mattress I've ever had. It's an absolute game changer. It's a bigger game changer than a Jingataxis. And even with the 10,000 needles of a jumbo cactar hot on my trail, I still sleep like a baby. On top of that, Helix offers a better sleep guarantee. With 100 nights to try it out, you know that you're going to get a great deal. They offer fast and free shipping and seamless exchanges and free and easy returns if there are any problems at all. It's built to last and it's covered for life. So whether it's getting through your 9 to 5 or attempting to be the one in best of one on Magic Arena or preparing to spike that big Magic the Gathering tournament on the weekends, you need a good night's sleep. So check out helixsleep.com/CovertGoBlue today. That's helixsleep.com/CovertGoBlue and take advantage of the site-wide 27% off sale now through the end of July. Thank you to Helix Sleep for the sponsorship. And now back to the video. On the play, this hand is amazing. This is everything you want, I believe. So play this, play Tender. Then probably play Roots or Greeter. Mako. All right. We get Roots down now. Does that matter? I don't think that matters. They're not going to take it out of our hand. So I guess we'll play Greeter instead. Then this can make 1 mana or mill another mana. That's pretty good. Plenty to fill a graveyard here. And we'll take that Verge. Nice. Now we can make 1 mana, but we don't need to. Swiftwater Cliffs, they're gaining life. And no attacks, so let's mill a card. Now it's time to find all of the little microtransactions that make this deck so good. Let's play this, Roots. And Roots says, whenever 1 or more creature cards leave your graveyard. So we can do that and cash grab at instant speed. Let's do that. We're probably removing the Stormbrood. It doesn't have an activate ability like Haywire Might does, which is good with Cauldron. One's playing Profs, Eidetic. Okay. Might have a very strong Marauding Mako coming at us. All right, so we exile, go blue. There you go, cash grab. And I'll grab an Overlord, which is another root. Oh, and it's happening. The Adept. So you get the Adept in the graveyard. Then you Agatha Soul Cauldron. I don't even think that's necessary here. He's tapped for 2 mana. What's missing really is a Tyvar. Let's see if we can go find one. And just go absolutely crazy. Hey! Give me that. Cast the Tyvar Jubilant Brawler. It's mill 3. There's a Haywire Might, which is really good here against the Eidetic Memory. And then we can go exile for a green and make it a creature. So we get a root trigger. And these are tapping for mana now. Special abilities we can give out right now. Oh wait, we can use this turn. Yeah, because of Tyvar. I'm getting it. All right. So, isn't this nice? You cast this, you exile 1, 2, 3. This is another trigger, right? It makes another root trigger, and then this comes down. Oh my goodness. Then what? This is absolutely messed up. I guess I'll do this as well, because why not? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Yep. Yep. They're oh my god. That's a board state. That's a board state. They're not coming back from that. That is insane. On the play with Dragon Sniper into Stormbrew, Cash Grab, or Overlord seems totally playable. Let's snipe them. It's all the abilities: Vigilance, Reach, Death Touch. And they go with a passage. Ooh, Roots. Roots. Let's just drop Roots. What could go wrong? Punchies. Just crack your Fable Passage. What are you waiting for? That's right here, you know. I did the thing. I did my thing. Thornspire Verge. Invasion. Oh, they're the Dino deck. Okay. So we want Soul Cauldron, Scavenging Ooze. We need something to interfere with this. Will we find it? Destroy target creature. That doesn't do it. Get to 7 mana. That seems unlikely. How do we get a mana and a Haywire Might into our hand here? I don't think we do. That's scary. Did they just have the crazy draw and we didn't get anything to actually do about it? Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, we didn't hit a land either, so this might not be our game. We actually have a number of ways to disrupt this deck, but we couldn't even hit a land. All right, let's see it. Zombify. Yep. Okay, let's see what they get. Maybe they get something weak. They get Seize the Spoils and my Ooze. I have feelings. I have a lot of feelings right now, especially if they have double Zombify. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna absolutely have a meltdown right here. Do I have a way to get this back? I have Overlord. Maybe they want the Itali in their graveyard though. So if we Stormbrewed the Ooze, we might be able to get it back. The problem is, I still don't have land. Do I have a way to get a land? No. Why would I? All right, so we want to play Molt Tender and Stormbrewed? Is that any good? I think Molt Tender's too slow, but it is like getting a land in the future. Okay. I definitely want to be able to get this Ooze to try to prevent any more shenanigans. And if they take a creature out of my graveyard, they trigger Roots. So it's, let's call that a bait. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love that. Nicely played. Okay. And their treasure is gone, so that's nice. All right, we'll play the Molt Tender. Do I attack? If they're gonna attack this and turn it into a 3/4, I guess that's fine. But right now, Zombify gets Gishath. All right, I'll give them the opportunity. Okay, they don't want to trade. Come on, are you kidding right now? Are you really? Okay, let's try to absorb some of this damage. Double Zombify. Turn 3, turn 4 Zombify off this deck is so crap. But there you go. There's justice. 4 lands on top. We love to see it. We're at 9. We really need this turn to work. We don't have... I guess we have the mana to get the Ooze and cast the Ooze, but no mana to activate it. Oh no. How does this keep happening? We need another sniper to trade with this thing. All right. Definitely want to do this. Get some toughness on the field. Still operating on 2 lands. Get me the ooze. But ooze right this turn doesn't do anything. Better to have a sniper. Or a Haywire Might, because if they play Rakdos's Return, killing the Rakdos's Return might be clutch. And we do have enough blocking going on. Okay, that's important, right? That's important. The Scavenger can get a land. It's just all it would do. Okay, they play a Cornucopia into a Haywire Might. That's a choice. They better use the mana right away. They use Seize the Spoils. Okay. Well, then I guess we'll let that go. Can they keep that engine going? We could block with all these. I mean, okay. They want it in the graveyard, but we're about to have ooze. Unless they have like supernatural stamina out of nowhere, that would blow my mind. I forgot to float the mana, but they didn't kill it anyway. Lucky me. Okay. Still not much mana to go around, but let's mill a card. That wasn't what I meant to do at all, actually. Let's play this ooze. Now I'm ready to at least fight them on the reanimator front. What I meant to do was make a mana, and my brain completely whiffed. I even said mill a card out loud. That's pretty embarrassing. All right, here's Italy again. What they get from us is usually not very consequential. We really want them to hit a reanimation spell over here. Instead, they hit a trumpeting Carnosaur. Great. That's nice. We love that for them. Into a seize. I still think we might be able to outboard state them with a little luck. It would be so nice to have lands. Oh my gosh. It'd be so nice. All right, what are they going to do? They're going to minus and mill? They are. Do they have anything to get back? Right now they don't. So let's see if they hit it. They do not. When we see a Rakdos joins up, let's go to work. Give me that Gisath. There's a land. Okay. It's on. I've made my own mistakes. I don't necessarily have any ground to stand on in this game of thinking I should win, but we still have a shot. So we can make a creature on their turn at instant speed. We can also play this little Death Touchy friend. And then we can use ooze. How many times? Once, twice, 3 times? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Do we attack? If we use ooze 3 times, this could take down one of these Italies, right? But then we can't use ooze on their turn. It would take 3 ooze usages now. So yeah, let's not do that. I do want to play this to have the mana in the future. And two ooze activations. No, I think I need the 3rd. I mean, it's kind of like having a Llanowar Elves when I activate the ooze. Stall for time, guys. Let's go. We've taken away the graveyard. Are they gonna... Can they transform Italy? I think they're mana short. They go for a Galta. Good God. Just raw cast that. Sure. Why not? But they need haste. Do they have it? They have another Gishath, and they have an Italy trigger. Let's see what they get. Vaultborn Tyrant. Nice. And the Osteomancer Adept. Cool. Good for them. Good for them. And they can use that ability this turn because of Tyvar, but they don't have any mana. What's your attack? everything. Love that. Okay, we have to do this first, I'd say. So what's down there? 2 more Italies. I have to go to my graveyard. I sure am silly sometimes. And still be 4 blocks. Do it right. Do it right. What has trample? Everything has trample. Nice. You love to see it. And my 6/6 ooze still can't quite hold up. Actually, it can become a 7/7. That's still not enough. Oh, I hate that. But I guess we gotta kill things. Do I have a way to get the ooze back? Not immediately, unless I use the scavenger. Right. So, this is the 7/6 that when it hits me does terrible things to me. This one, not so much. And then these could all block here. And I take 5 and I keep ooze. Sure. What are these going to go to? 4, 5, 3, 4. This goes to... Okay. And this could be a 7, but that's not enough. Don't really need the Haywire Might, but not right now. I think I'll just get rid of the sniper. Don't think I need another sniper. I'll have another one in the graveyard in a second. We go to 15. We nom the Gishath. We can still do this. We can still do this. Okay. They only have a 12/12 trample, guys. It's fine. Uh-huh. Okay, we found another land. We're doing this. We have to fill this graveyard somehow. Believe it or not, we're running out of ways to do that. Does this get permanent? So this can get a Tyvar? That could be huge. And then if we tap these to get the Tyvar, mill, how many creatures do we still have? 2, might be 3. Let's see what we can do here. Here comes a raccoon. Get me Tyvar. Good game. Thought you were at the top of the food chain, but then the plants evolved and ate the dinosaurs. We go first, we snipe, we greet, we might, we overlord. Sure. It's a solid variety of options. Let's get right to it. And it is mono red. And we have the Bane of the Heartfire hero right here. So this enters tapped unless you control forest or plains. I don't have one of those. But I guess we'll see what we see with the... Let's do Overlord first. I mean, it's very unlikely. We're trying to survive a number of turns, right? You want some? Yeah, they do. Okay. It's fine. Kill that mouse. But now we have something to get back. The chance of this Overlord coming off impending, we're going for it. Do we get the Adept? Do we get the Tyvar? Tyvar, good card. But is it a good card against red? I think the Sniper's the best card against red. We'll see if that comes back to bite us. Because you know they want to attack. You know all they want to do is attack. Oh, that's a good draw. Okay, so Sniper. Swamp, Stormbrood, die. Shuffle in. Tick-tock. Let's get this Overlord into a 5/5. Swifty, Swifty. Yeah, that's a block. Every time. Take out your creatures. Tyvar. Let's do it. I think Tyvar just get back Sniper. Is that the play? Tyvar can also get back a Steomancer. I mean, these are good cards and all, but Maybe we just want to play out our creatures first. Get more options. Okay, you get the Verge. Let's play this Haywire Might and this tapped land. Just get stuff on the board, right? Don't let the red deck get to us. That's a very good card, the Screaming Nemesis. We can't kill it here. So now what? Now we play Tyvar. Mill.
Make it a fight to remember. I won't let you fall.
There is an Ooze there. Ooze is pretty good. We could also take the Sniper, but then we'll never gain life again. I think we take the Ooze, which right now can gain a life, which we probably want to do before the opponent gets the ability to shut that down forever. And since we don't have roots, we exile from their graveyard. And we're almost up to the Overlord. You see that pause? They're a little concerned. Okay. Point for there. Frenzy the Ooze. Sure. Point on the Claw. Do we block for Tyvar here? I don't think so. This is fine. And then they're gonna rage their Nemesis, sure. We go to 8. But they still haven't taken away our ability to gain life, and we're about to have an Overlord. Let's be a little careful this time since we're getting the Ooze back.
This will be rally, my friend.
Come on out. And again, before they get the ability, and here's my Overlord. Double Nemesis is really good. I mean, maybe if they attack with everything every time, they'll do good, right? Okay, so they activate there. Now they have a 3/4. We can block here. We still have the ability to gain life if we don't block this turn and go to 1. This is 2 life. This is 3/4 life. And then what? We're chumping the rest of the way, I guess. I mean, I guess that's what you do. Go to 1. Dredger's Insight. So let's see if we can make this pay. This is whenever 1 or more artifact or creature cards leave your graveyard. Green, black. Insight. We are getting bottlenecked on green hard here. So taking this would gain us a life, but taking this would let us do more with our mana, so I'll take it. Okay. Now we can untap the Overlord, so let's attack first and see what we get. I also am sacrificing this Might to get rid of this roll token. And we're not blocking the Nemesis with the Ooze. We need to block them with smaller creatures. Okay. So. You. We could hold this up. I guess against a second Monstrous Rage you want to. And we're casting this anyway. Okay. Another Ooze. Also another Tyvar. There's also this Stormbrood. Oh, nice. Sick. We get a removal spell and something to do with our black mana. Okay. Down to 11. Plus here. Let's untap the Overlord. Now.
Ready for round 2.
Black. Colorless. Stormbrood. Here. Might goes here. Ooze goes there. Use it now in case they draw something to keep the life gain from happening. And then Might on the monstrous roll token. I guess we want to wait, don't we? Yeah, just in case we do it now. They could top deck a solution. I would have gained an extra life if I targeted a thing in my own graveyard. That, oops, forgot about the Dredger's Insight. Okay, here you go. I can block here. 1 damage goes somewhere. We don't really care. Overlord can block Swift Spear. We are threatening lethal. We could also, yeah, just let this go. You got it. Tyvar down. And now they have a Swift Spear. Can we get past it and win this game? I don't see that. But I can gain a lot of life, which is pretty important. Let's attack first. Yeah, they have to block. Another Stormbrood. Beautiful. Yes, that's actually amazing. There's our 1 life. Swifty, Swifty. Blocks the Overlord? You know I'm going to hit you for more. Okay. They go to 6. Back in the deck with you. That was awesome card. Okay. And that's that. The game is over. And Mono Red has been thwarted. Oh yeah. That was fun. On the play, we're surveilling 2 with the Maverick, so I'll keep this hand because it has roots. Although we have done the thing without roots against the right opponent. Okay, draw green. Gonna put this cash grab away. We're gonna Town Greeter into a Black Source. That's the plan. Here we go again. Some things don't change. Town Greeter. Black Source. Got there. You'll love to see it. I'm ready for you, Heartfire Hero. Yep, that's Valiant. 3-2 coming in. I mean, make him have it. Okay, nice. What else you got? Nothing. Play the roots. They do have something. Might be a... If it was a Burst Lightning, they would have used it. I don't know what they have. Let's hold in priority here on the empty board. Oh, they didn't save their hero, but then they shock my Haywire Might for 2 life. Okay. Dude, peeps be going crazy out here. Uh-huh. That's all you got? Double roots is fun, but I guess we Tyvar here? Trigger.
This fight for centuries. We're in this together.
So here you get the Tender, right? Because we can use it right away to make mana. This is amazing. And that makes a root token. And we have an extra mana. So we could target the challenger. But I do feel like if we do that, it won't end well for us. So instead, let's put a token here. That triggers roots. We're getting there. Again, I feel like targeting this, they will respond. So let's do an Overlord, because that should make another token. And let's get a Tender, which keeps it going. I can't take it. I love when they just can't take it. That's amazing. Opponent goes first, but we have Roots and Adept and Dragon Snipers to keep us alive. Not to rest, no. And what do you know? The foil to our plans. Our best card in the bin. Give me a Molt Tender off the top, though. We can start milling our way to what we need. Or they can just kill it. You get used to your stuff simply dying out here. Let me play this Haywire Might. Threatening that Momentum Breaker. If they want to kill this as well, or play another Momentum Breaker. That's an artifact creature. Cool. The defender? Why not? Oh, it's because it is a creature. That doesn't work. I'm smart. I know how these cards work. All right, give me an Overlord. Will Belt Maverick, Scavenging Ooze, another Molt Tender, a Llanowar Elves. I think the best threat here is the Ooze. I'll take it. I guess we hold this open for Unholy Annex, right? Sure. It's fine. And we tick this Overlord and hopefully eventually unlock it. Stupid Liliana. Oh, discard? Okay. I don't think Sniper is very good in these matchups. It's not bad, but it's not great, you know? So Liliana is going to be ticking up. We want to play some creatures to pressure the Liliana before things go very, very badly. What gets rid of you? Not much. I mean, we're not in a good position to pressure, but I'll try this Ooze. At least there's a lot of plussing to do. Okay, another Momentum Breaker. They only have one card left. So are they going to minus here? Oh, it must be nice. They have a go for the throat. Another might. Okay. Let's do we have time for another Overlord with a Liliana at 5? I mean, we're not going to get through this wall anyway, are we? How are we going to do this? I guess if we untap with the Adept, we can really put a lot on the battlefield. So we'll go for that. Sure. Whatever. The discard deck in all of its glory. Well, what's she on? She's on 3 now because she minused. We've got time. We got time for the Osteomancer to bring out more creatures. Yep, I lose some life, but it's okay. Tyvar. Okay. That's pretty good.
Your story.
Where is something that taps for mana? So give me a Llanowar Elves. Then we activate this ability and we cast a Molt Tender. Foraging 1, 2, 3. Then we take a green and we cast a Sniper, probably? No, we cast another Molt Tender, of course. Oh, is this all that's left? 1. All right. 1. I'm exile 3 cards. I'm trying. 1. It's acting like my hand. Why can't I? Hello? Hello? Yeah, I want to cast this. It's not letting me open the graveyard. It's not letting me do the thing. What the hell? How about this? No? Okay. Control Z, I guess? No, I Control Z. Okay, next. I'm trying to get some time here. In turn. Okay, don't exile the Tyvar. I think I need one non-land card in my, one non-creature card in my graveyard. I think that's the truth. Now I've cast this and I exile. See, then I can open this. 1, 2, don't exile the Tyvar. Don't exile the Tyvar. 3, okay. And now Exile. Can I still forage? I'm on 4. I can't anymore, right? So I can mill though. All right. We chill. We chill. Wow. That PSA on that particular bug. Oh no. Is this a finality counter? It is. So bye-bye Llanowar Elves. You got it. Now they can draw cards, so we want to get like a Haywire Might in the future, so let's mill. There's a Roots I would have drawn. No! Okay. I guess we want to mill. Untap.
Take my hand.
Yeah, this is fun. I know how this game works. One. Here we go again. Okay. Click over here. 1, 2, 3. There's a Haywire Might. Haywire Might can do a few things. Can exile the Demon Wall or the Bandit's Talent. The Bandit's Talent is going to draw a bunch of cards. I think that's what we need to exile. Other than that, Molt Tenders here could swing and get the Liliana off the field. Do they have another Liliana? Maybe they do. I guess Liliana isn't doing much for them, to be honest. Milling seems better. So we'll go mill. We do need 1 mana. And then we can cast this Molt Tender, exiling the rest of our graveyard. Or the Ooze. But the Molt Tender to make mana does need something specific. All right, let's just make sure we kill this talent. And then we play this, exiling what's left of our yard. Play this because of Liliana. Do I want this in the graveyard though as fuel? Slightly, but not that much. It's tempting. And then these can keep the graveyard getting filled, and we have an Overlord that they have to draw an answer to. They draw a cut down. Something's in the graveyard. Liliana Plus is here. She works for me. All right, they played out their hand. They're fine.
I'm tired.
6 mana to put counters on this? Okay, that's a ways away. Rebuild that graveyard. And what's down there? There is an Adept. Now we draw the Might, which still can't hit the wall. All right. This gets the Adept. Overlord gets back the Tyvar. Actually. Yeah. Nice. They're going to protect it. They're definitely going to protect it. Even though she's not doing much, they're going to hang on to her. They always do. Let's get the Scavenger to get the Tyvar. That's value, baby. Okay, they didn't protect her. How does it feel to be abandoned, Liliana?
It's no fun when they hit back.
Raccoon. Getting... Ooh, Soul Cauldron? Okay, Soul Cauldron's kind of nutty. Is it nuttier than Tyvar? No. I make blue because I'm crazy. And it's also in the brand. Not enough yet? Not yet? Okay. Mill, get something else.
This'll be quick. Share in my glory.
Did we get the Adept back? We did. Let's get the Ooze. Then we could play this, but I think we'll just mill and hold up Ooze activation. Oh my goodness. There's too many good options. I'm probably missing all kinds of stuff. Good game. Yeah, it's like too much value. I mean, this is another deck where it feels like you need good graveyard hate early and often to have a shot. So turn 1 elf, no black source, but I guess we could also do turn 1 tender. Yeah, we can keep. You don't need lands. No, we go turn 1 elf, turn 2 probably tender. Or maybe it's Overlord. Let's see what the opponent does. Do I get to keep my Mana Dork on the play? Tiny Bones. They want to get in my graveyard. Well, I'm going to stock it for them. All right, we top the land. Let's play the Overlord and see what we reveal. There are probably permanents they could cast. Okay, give me the Stormbrood. And then let's play the Sniper. I mean, I want to get down the Molt Tender, but a Sniper to trade with the Tiny Bones seems like a good call. They're looking. So what are you doing over there with Tiny Bones in your Orzhov black-white deck? What's your strategy? They could cut down the Sniper, cast the Maverick. That feels like delightful value, and I wouldn't blame them. But if they spend their turn doing that, it won't bother me much. Okay, well, Sheltered by Ghosts. Haywire Might loves it, but they don't know about that. Oh, Haywire Might. They do know it plays around the Stormbrood if I don't have a land, which is probably why they did it. Land off the top. Do we want to use the Haywire Might? Yeah. I want to hold the Stormbrood. Haywire Might. Can use that at instant speed. So we can set another Overlord. Which gets a Tyvar. Or a Scavenger to get a Tyvar. I'm okay with playing the value game against black-white. Because right now we have 2 Overlords ticking, so let's take our time. Scavenger can also get an Overlord to get a Tyvar. Block here. So this is just a trade if we want to get the Sniper back this way and we still gain life without spending the mana. We just don't exile the Shelter by Ghosts. I think that's fine. We take those. Authority. Roots off the top. They scoop. I mean, Authority is a little disruptive, but we would find a way. Just get back the Might. Wow, they really don't like this deck at all. On the draw, but with the right mana and a Roots immediately, a Molt Tender immediately. That's a very keepable hand. Hopefully there's good targets for the Haywire. Opponent on 1 mulligan into Swamp No Duress. You'd love to see it. But is there a cut down? There isn't even a cut down. Black-white. Momentum has been broken. Still a target for a Haywire Might. You'd love to see that. Another Marsh. Let's drop a Roots. What can they do about it? Nurturing Pixie getting back Momentum Breaker? Sure. If I had played a Might, that couldn't have happened, but here we go. We'll just get down second Roots and get all set up to absolutely pop off in the near future. Pixie with basics. You don't see that all the time. We'll see how bad it affects them. That's 2 life from the Might. Punch for 2. Engines go up. Tender off the top. breed them? Or grab them? Grab getting a creature activates the roots here, but we can do that in instant speed if we find a land. Nice, just barely. So we would love a squirrel. Scroll shift the breaker. You got it. I wonder they didn't want us to have that haywire mite. But still just a town greeter, so not even a problem. 2 points from Pixie. Here's the cash grab. We get a sniper as an option, as well as a molt tender. I'll take more molt tenders at this point. Trigger, trigger. Okay. No haste for abilities. Let's put out might. There might be a temporary lockdown incoming, but haywire might can prevent that. So let's be aggressive. Ready for those hopeless nightmares. We need a turn where we untap and get to use these molt tenders. Okay, another breaker. Not a problem. Hold on to the might. Save the might. The might is crucial. No lockdowns. Opponent holds back. Off the top, it's a dragon sniper. We can do this at instant speed. It wastes the mana. It also wastes some damage. Okay, well, then in that case, it has to be a creature. Boom, bam. Go big. And then I'm not going to even play the sniper. There's too much that can go wrong here. I'm going to play a Kieran. I mean, I guess the sniper can prevent damage. But what our goal is no lockdown. Haywire Might has to prevent a lockdown. All right. Well, I mean, if we lose a Haywire Might, we lose kind of everything anyway. What they want to do is play untapped land, nowhere to run, then lockdown. Yeah, I'm going to hold back. Especially if they want a hopeless nightmare this, that's fine. But if we untap in this board state, they're going to die. And they know it. Whew. Man, the games with this deck are a little crazy. The board states we create. And look at that rank go up. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and I didn't have to do much with this video. I think I might have cut like a game or two where I never hit a second land drop on time, but for the most part, you saw exactly how the game felt to me, and I'm pretty sure I wasn't even playing the deck optimally. With practice, I feel like you find a lot more lines. You know what to play first, when to commit that molt tender, or when to get a dragon sniper on the board, when to hold up a Haywire Might activation, or when to continue to commit more threats. I feel like there is a higher ceiling for skill on this deck, and I can see why it turned out a really good win percentage. The board states you can create very early in the game thanks to Insidious Roots and particularly Molt Tender is wild. I think that this deck does hold a place in the top tier of Standard at the moment, and it does have the downside that it does suffer from graveyard hate and from a temporary lockdown meta, as much or more than several other decks in the format. But when it comes to battling Steel Cutter, one way that they found to beat that card is to go super wide as much as possible and with big monsters. Roots does that incredibly well. So I'm going to give this deck a stamp of approval. This is best of one approved, and it will probably not be affected by any bans that may or may not happen soon on the 30th of June. So probably a safe deck to invest in for a few months. When Tyvar rotates in the upcoming rotation on August 1st, however, this deck is going to struggle mightily. Replacing this card is unlikely. I don't know if you're going to find another card that says that activated abilities of creatures you control can happen as though they had haste. That is a huge key to making Roots tick. But we'll see. Can Roots survive the rotation? Let me know in the comments what you think. The big piece is Tyvar, and of course Haywire Might will be much missed. Well, let me know also in the comments what you think of other decks that I can run from the Pro Tour. Do you think Roots is for real? And remember to hit like and subscribe, because those things really help the channel. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next one. You're cool.